What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be looking at the bet sizing you should use against the small blind in general from the button at 40 big. So we looked at it a little bit. What we found out so far is that pair boards in general, you wanna bet small. Trip boards, you wanna bet small. Boards that are like high, low, low, like for example, king, five, deuce. It's probably a bet small. You wanna start to bet big when the board is a low paired type of board, like six deuce deuce, 6 5 5 type of board. Boards that really miss the small blind. Also, you wanna bet big on when it's like two Broadway and a flush draw. Like king of heart, queen of heart, three, for example, with the flush draw. Also some rainbow. These are slicking in there. You wanna bet very big when it's like ace, king, of heart with another card, you wanna like overbet. You wanna check a lot when it's monotone, especially when it's like ace, blah, 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 monotone or king, mono. Because these block like a lot of your flushes. So we started and Galen lost the first point. Congrats.
Wait, we didn't define the rules. I said check and you said you can't say checks.
You wanna appeal
You
your
also
loss?
said small
Sure,
bet.
sure, sure.
I remember.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
appeal
I'm
is
just,
accepted. Your appeal is
okay,
accepted.
Oh
perfect.
my god,
But
what a scam.
it's a scam, I know, but it's okay. We're not gonna give
He
you,
would have said small bet. He said it was mostly a small board. It's okay, it's okay. I'm
okay,
outing you.
here. What do you think your range plays here? Bet big or bet small? So it's about the range this time. It's not about your,
Alright, so am I going first now?
yes,
Oh, where did our ace four go?
Okay, I don't think this is a board you're gonna see a ton of large bets on.
okay, so you say majority
Uh,
bet small?
I would say majority bet small.
Alright,
This feels like a small texture to me.
well, it's majority using the small size, 30%.
Nice.
So you get what?
This is one I think I would screw up and go half more than I should.
Agree.
Yeah, except for the R combo.
Well, yeah.
So you size up a little bit with the best queens. Right, the queens are the ones that are picking the ball a little bit. What's a king nine here? King nine of
Is it
heart,
a flush draw?
backdoor,
Oh, it's
door,
just gonna blast in.
yeah. A king
Hmm.
seven here, maybe?
Yeah, almost pure trapping. The more checks in
So-
range, the more important it is to trap a strong hand now and then.
Yeah, and I don't think we're just check calling. I think I'm curious if we're check, if we're, oh yeah, check. So right, yeah. So do we raise immediately on a turn if they lead, right? Like,
I would assume
Right.
most turns, most sizes they take, we're gonna raise. If they like, if it comes brick and they overbet, then probably keep trapping and see
what
if
if
they'll
it's a
jam the river,
spade?
you know?
You could just call if it's a spade, you think?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Alright, who's next?
Yeah, yeah,
Triple
yeah.
Broadway.
Or if it's
Oh.
like a 9 or a 7 and they start like going B80. Yeah, I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to look at.
Go ahead, Danny.
Oh. Oh, triple Broadway. King Jack 10. Interesting. I'm gonna say majority big bet with range, and we probably check most frequently.
Okay,
Uh, and then, oh, we don't even have to play the combo, do we?
no. It's a majority bet small.
What is the difference?
Hmm.
We had ace jack ten or something.
I think the difference is that this board has a lot of locked up equity and then it's also dynamic. Like you could have queen nine, have the straight already, and then the flush could come in.
We have a big equity advantage here, right? On this
He
flop?
doesn't have king, queen. I mean, ace, queen. Does he have
I,
ace, queen in
I,
range?
I don't
No.
know because we open a bunch of stuff can, and his range is condensed around exactly this.
I think we
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
nut advantage. 'Cause like you said, we have ace, queen, eight out, right? We have sets
Really
of,
close.
sets of jacks, sets of tens.
Really,
We
really.
do have
You have
nut
a-
advantage, but
You have a slight nut advantage. It's not as like nutty as you think, and it's probably because of the ace queen. It's like he doesn't have a lot.
It doesn't have the
Yeah.
sets either, right?
He
spooning
does have the
snakes,
sets. Actually, does he have tens? I
No.
don't think he does have the sets.
No.
This is too high of a texture for him to have sets.
but he has two pair and queen nine and like nut flush draw and stuff.
Mhm.
So he has enough to contest our top of range. We have like very small advantage across the board, which leads to small bet.
You
Very
wanna-
interesting.
A lot on the turn because we check a lot of our junk.
Right, try this one, Ken.
And king jack was taking which size? Mostly small? Do you have it there? Mostly half. Okay, okay.
What do you think
Up
about
to.
this texture, Ken?
Mostly small, I guess. 33.
Okay, why?
It's pretty disconnected. We're not gonna be blasting with a lot of our high cards.
I agree with Ken.
I thought it would be small because it's like one high, too low. It's kind of the pattern of the bet small that we figured out a little bit.
He's got some 7-8, some 8-9. He's
Yeah.
got pocket sixes, pocket deuces.
You wanna size up a smidge?
Interestingly enough, the set of twos does size have some larger sizes.
Louis, could we check his call range? That's one thing we didn't look at yet. His pre-flop call range. Just to
So-
see the floor. Is it like
Bottoms,
king four suited, queen seven? Okay, yeah, queen's five, six.
bottom set always gets to go have a little more fun.
What does small blind have donks at all on any boards?
Sometimes.
Yes, it does.
On this ace jack 10 board, ace jack 10 board, he has no king queen in range in theory. The first one we looked at.
Alright,
Yeah.
Akunas.
Hmm.
You ready?
Yeah, but I'm crying. This must be small.
Ah, you're so lucky, Akunas. I don't know. I don't get how you run so hot in here.
What if it was jack 4-4 instead of jack 4?
It's probably the same.
Still small.
So as we figured out, pair boards. A lot of
Can we
small
look?
bets. Yes.
You, Jack is like very
I
high
think
card.
I think it might be actually majority half on jack 4-4. Am I
Mm.
crazy?
I
Yes,
think
Think
so.
so.
I
Okay,
think so too.
let's see how crazy I am.
it's the same.
Okay,
A little
You're
bit
right.
more half to your, but it's really just cuz the range bets more now.
Those that bet big, Danny, is like 6-5-5, 6-2-2s. Because
is
the six
paired
and
blank
10
card, but the
the
jack
bo-
is not blank enough.
He does have 5-4 in range, and he does have ace-4 in range, right? So I don't know if it's like a complete blank.
Who's next?
Closer
Go for
to a
it.
blank
Go for it,
than
Louis.
Alright,
other.
what do you think here, Andy?
Trip board, bet small, the heuristic.
You think it's a bet small? I think it's
Yeah.
big, Andy, because to me, it's like too Broadway here, no king.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking trips, yeah.
So when you say
Oh.
bet big, how big are you going here?
55, but Andy said small. Let's
Okay.
see who's right.
I
Maybe
could see
going to play.
55 being a thing
Mhm.
here.
For the range, yeah.
I see it's going
Still-
small more.
Lots of small still.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kings, again, we're seeing top set like just likes to check a lot.
there's more like bet big, but it's still majority small, 30%.
Yeah.
Alright, who's next?
Check top set versus small blind.
I guess it's gonna be me.
That's you.
I think that's gonna be a bet small because it's. How do we say it? Locked up equity, a dynamic board with locked up equity. Pretty crazy, huh?
We already did this board.
I was gonna say, this is the board that I had to do,
Is it the
that we
same?
weren't. It is,
Yes.
it's the exact same board, exact
Mostly
same board.
bet big.
How?
60
Why does it
1%.
give us the same?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Is there a
Ace jack ten
setting?
is big and
Is
king
block-
jack.
No, I don't think it's his setting. I think you just got unlucky and rolled the same like texture. Like
Really?
the jack and the 10 may have been flop suits, but it was definitely, ace jack 10, two-tone.
You should get -2. If it's the second time we had that board, you should get -2.
I said small.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it bet mostly big.
This
And
is
since
like a
we already did it
rare
once
80
before,
board.
that should be another minus. Just trolling.
Oh, pure? Oh,
Did you say bet big?
Mostly betting
No,
big, right?
No, he got it wrong too. It was before we started recording.
Ah, that's right. That's right. 'Cause
Look
now
at him
you-
over there
I had
reaching,
the,
reaching.
I had the brain freeze. I was like, how does he have a point? He didn't never said bet big here. Okay, okay, no problem.
No, I said majority check with probably some bet smalls?
Yeah,
Question
but-
mark.
So this is like, how do you describe this texture?
I
Ace
mean,
jack
it's-
10.
Yeah, 3 broadways, two-tone, we're just gonna go polar.
Martin
Period.
Like
wants to
it's-
play,
It's specific to this exact, like, change it to ace queen 10, it might be similar.
You're not
I
betting
would-
anything.
I would think it is.
But we already saw that king jack 10 is completely different.
yeah, I don't get.
This
it.
is different.
I-
This is different too. This is different
This is
too. Look,
also different.
So,
What is this?
Do you know what it is maybe? Because like I pointed out earlier, in theory, small blind has no king queen here. They're three betting all their king queen. So like on ace jack 10 specifically, we have all the king queen, they have zero king queen.
Hmm.
oh, so in actuality, it's, if they
Oh.
actually do have king, queen there, you're probably fine betting
It's
smaller.
probably
on, LP.
closer to
But-
this ace queen 10 strategy, I would think.
Yeah.
hold on,
But
can we
king
go
jack
back?
ten, we bet small, anyway.
I got some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the flop, right? Yeah, put the regular flop up. So typically, so this is a very polarized strategy, right?
Yeah,
So typically, you don't bet the middle of your range. So you bet like you have hand classes like 0, 1, 2, right? 0's bottom, 1's like middling shit, and 1 is your strong hands, right? So typically when you're polarized, you bet your 1s and 0's. But here, this is a very polarized strategy, yet we're betting like queen jack, right? Like king jack. There's like pretty clear in my mind, like a middle, like 10-8, right? Like that's a zero, they're like zeros the way I think about polarization. So what's going on here that makes us betting these? Like it's just polarized, but we're betting like from all three
The hand
groups.
classes are unnatural, some of them. Yeah, we're like merging second pair with the good properties of redraws and stuff, right? 10-8 is pretty bizarre.
Jack 8, 10-8, like
But this is
yeah.
one thing that we'll see a little bit more, I think, against small blind is like hands
was
that
gonna
you normally
say,
perceive to have showdown value are starting to bluff a little bit.
what about like, blocking continues and things? Like his flats are gonna be constructed around some of these blocker things, like 9-6 maybe? 9-7. So when you're blocking that kind of stuff, maybe you're just trying to barrel him off at some frequency?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Blocking
What's
queen
going on?
9, king 9.
Yeah, because he's not gonna be concentrated as much around the king and the queen as he is gonna be around the 9 and the 8.
Queen 8
Generally.
is a double gutter. Yeah, so it's nice to block queen 8, maybe. One of his continues.
Just because it blocks the nuts?
I think it just blocks his continues. But maybe, I don't know. Let's give where it gets better to
If
fold
you're
the
like
time
one
out.
and dunning a bluff and you wanna get a fold, maybe nice to block one of his strongest draws. Cause you're never gonna have blockers to value when you're bluffing. Although 10-8 blocks some value.
Can you just filter this just for the large bet size 83% and see if any of those middling, like those middling class hands are betting?
Hmm.
They are. Okay. Like 10-7's, but 10-8, like I would never I couldn't find it the way I think about how to construct the betting strategy when I'm polar.
Let's look, that's a good eye, Ken. Let's look for more of that kind of thing against small blind as we go on today.
Right, Martin, you wanna try? What do you think this texture is?
Hmm.
And to be fair, I never study blind versus blinds. I just kind of wing it.
I
Oh, we're
believe
not blind
Martin is
versus blind,
right.
we're button, right? Okay.
He says bet small. I think like it's a high, low, low type of board, right? So let's,
Yeah. They have sets of threes, they have sets of nines. They've got two pairs, so we can't be overly disrespectful.
see, one high, two low seems to be a really good pattern of like, just very, that we're always gonna use a small size. Okay. Galen,
Oh, is it on me again?
yes, jack 9-7. Oh,
Alright, we have completed equity. It's a highly dynamic board. I would be very surprised if we got to utilize a lot of large betting here. So I'm gonna say small is what we're doing with range. And how much of the range, just for funsies, I'm gonna say like half.
That's here.
Does small blind have 10-8?
It's not 3 to a straight, so, but it's pretty
Small
dynamic.
blind, yeah, it is. Small
you-
blind does have 10-8. Small blind has set of sevens, set of nines. Small blind's got all the goodies.
so your guess is that when it's very dynamic, you bet small? Okay,
Usually when there's locked up equity, but that seems to not be the
So
case here.
if it was, right, 9-10 jack, I think you're gonna see that, right, Galen? But there's gaps in the completed equity, so that makes it dynamic and drives up the size. It's not 3 to a straight, right, necessarily. It's usually when you see 3 connected cards.
Sure.
alright.
Yeah, there's only one flopped straight combo. Only the 10-8. And then there's every 10x, 8x. For
Yeah,
a
I
straight
guess
draw.
in my mind, I was thinking like he should have sets of nines and sevens here at some point, and he's got straights and there's flush draws, so. It
40
would,
bigs, he probably doesn't
I
have
think nine's 3-bet
any of
pure.
those sets either.
you could check. I don't know. Maybe it does.
You
It
just
probably
rip them,
does.
don't you? Pre?
Yeah, you're
Well,
probably
nines,
right.
I think you 3-bet, sevens, you probably rip.
You guys say
Yes.
60?
Oh yeah.
I think nines would be more likely to not be in range. I do think he'll have some flats with sevens here.
In practice, for sure. Can we check one more time? Small blind range?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
look at it last time, honestly.
I was just checking the suited floor last time, yeah. And I noticed king, queen.
Yeah, sevens mostly jam, 3-bet nines.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, this is something you gotta kinda sort out.
So kinda sixes and below are the danger for sets.
If they're ripping appropriately.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
people aren't dropping 40.
Does small
honestly.
blind, can small blind lead this board?
This board,
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt there's a lot of leading here. A little bit,
10%.
enough to consider.
Alright, whose turn is it? Danny,
Me.
I went, so yeah.
what are you saying about this side?
Ooh, it's rainbow. Ace 10-7 rainbow.
Two
So
bet-
like when we looked at the breakdown. This was one of the boards, I think two-tone, where we were betting 80 a lot. Ace 10-7. Rainbow, I'm not sure if it'll follow quite the same in terms of like 80, but probably at least still gonna be a big bet. Like a
I'm
lot of
with you, but
halving.
I'm with you, but I came at it from a different reasoning, but yeah.
And
I
then
think
I
we
think
check
10's
ace high
good.
boards a lot, so I think
We
when we
check.
bet, that drives up our bet size. That's how I think about it.
We do or don't bet a lot.
I think on ace high boards, we check a lot, so that drives
Yeah.
up our bet size. That's just how I simplified it in my head, so.
We just both have a lot of ace X because he'll flat a lot of ace X, but we have the best ace X where he doesn't. So unless he flopped two pair, we can just get thick value immediately. And then tens, do we check or? Half check, half other stuff. Cause you
Okay,
don't
this
really
is-
play small bet. And we
This
have a
is
set.
wild.
can you show turn? We overbet what is,
I think it's you don't play small bet because he doesn't have anything in range here, really. Like, he's got a lot of 10x, not a lot of ace X, no 7x, really.
So,
So,
and also, like, we're checking a lot, cause a lot of our under pairs just wanna check, right? So, like. Kings are happy to check here, I think, right? Like, you're not betting kings, are you?
Right.
Queens are happy to check, you know, nines, eights. I think you're checking a lot of that, so that forces you to have a lot more checks. Just thinking about it that way as well.
so if you strip his 3-bet range down, how do you think the strategy changes, Danny?
If you strip his three bet range down, meaning he flats more stuff he should three bet,
Yes.
then we'll
are you-
have less of an advantage at the top. So probably it shifts it more to like a smaller size. And
I think that's right.
How about
Yeah.
more polar, but less often? Cause he has more aces to call with, right? Ace X, and we still have top of range, you don't. We just probably don't bet as far down for value, but still
I think,
Yeah.
polarize.
I think
well,
your
he has more
125 is
junk too
gonna,
now.
he does have more junk. I think his 125 is just gonna disappear if he has more of a range to hold on here with.
Strip down his three
So
bets.
Ken said ace high
And he'll
board,
have
we're
king,
gonna check,
queen
we're
and
gonna
stuff.
check the
right?
most, we're gonna be the most polar. We're gonna check the most on ace high board, that's for sure.
Arturis, you asked about the turn. It's gonna depend on the card, but either B80 or B50 on a brick
yeah, just trigger.
after overbet.
Because pot is
Probably.
1.5.
You just go geo on the turn typically.
It's these low boards, kind of nine high, eight high, where we polarize the most, right?
Yeah, we do polarize the most there, so, yeah.
I think you could actually lock that strategy if you're really curious, Louis. Oh, but you're probably not that curious.
So those are somewhat connected boards. The lower you get down with high card flops, you're gonna that's gonna drive more connectivity because there's just like, you know, 9, 8, 7, that's all that's left in the deck. Basically, so, yeah, like 6 high board, right? So you know it's gonna be connected, right? It's gonna be 6, 5, 4, or 6, 4, 3, right?
Right.
So they're gonna be connected as well, pretty much. And then the paired boards come in there.
Right.
That we saw, they bet the paired boards big on the low paired flops, I think, too.
The low pairs are
Yeah,
nice
so-
because like, number one, they have very, very few trips in range on like a 4-4 board. And then number two, it blocks their set of fours. Like pocket fours are one of their highest flats, but when it comes 4-4, what do they have? Quads? Yeah, right.
Quids? Get the quids out of here.
So it's like they never have a set now. It's hard to have trips.
Right. So did you win your point or did you lost? I don't remember.
Yeah, I said majority big.
Did
I
you?
just didn't know what to do with tens itself.
Did you?
He did.
Did
I was
he?
leaning
did.
toward check.
Did he?
I'm honest. I'm being honest. Danny did say big.
Okay, Ken, you ready?
Sure.
Was it 50 or 80 though? I said I wasn't sure if it would be.
We,
I don't remember.
50 is half, let's go it half.
What do you think about this board, Ken?
50 is big,
Ah,
don't argue.
Two Broadway with a flush draw.
I think majority 33.
You think it's gonna bet small?
Yeah.
Go against the heuristic. Alright,
6 and a jack, there's no connectivity there. It's just around the higher cards. I could bet more around range, I think, on this board.
He is this
Oh.
right? He is right. Yeah, he is
Okay.
right.
If the 6 was a 7, I think you're gonna start driving up more the sizes a little bit, and 8, like, obviously.
That is
Kind of.
correct.
Yeah, that is right.
Exactly. So, you see the 6 is too disconnected with the jack, right?
It's too disconnected, yeah.
Okay, nice. Arturas, one high, too low.
Small, range go small.
I think Arcturus is correct. But I could be wrong. Oh, it's literally almost half and half.
50-50.
Nearly a curveball
Alright,
here.
Arturas, you go again.
I mean, if you, okay.
Same board.
There.
Anything to scam him from a point game.
I've seen Louis torch people for 0.5 off before.
This is hard. We go small, I think. Or do we actually?
Why?
Let me think. Let
Why?
me read heuristics.
We saw 10-6 deuce.
You know, Arturas, that
Was
thinking
small.
is not cheating, right?
That combo will go big though, for sure.
Using your brain is not pulling a solver, right, Arturas?
Problem is, why I don't think it's a big bet, because it's very hard for him to connect. He has a lot of suited stuff, but that's it.
It's a 10-eye board, he smashes the 10. He has queen 9, he connects, jack 10, he connects. Whatever he calls here connects extremely well with this.
It's gonna mix hard.
Oh, so we don't go polar if we're saying this. Half pot.
You say
Maybe
big?
It's gonna be very interesting no matter what. We see how different 10-7-3 is from 10-6 deuce.
this is flush draw.
You say big or small afterwards?
The other was rainbow?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
but, small.
Small?
Yeah, I changed my mind. I think I got baited.
It's a small bet.
And the threes,
Very even.
threes are sizing up though, right? A decent amount. Get his, I can't see, I got someone's message here. Okay, it's going, yeah.
Mostly small.
Bottom set likes the, you could size up bottom set.
You could, but it's mostly small. You see it, right?
Mhm.
Mostly 33, okay.
Yeah, orange is 33. Okay. Andy. Queen 5-4.
High, low, low, small bet. 33.
Seems good. Let's see.
Maybe even 20. Or 20 is not used
Yeah,
here.
Look at this. This one is solid for now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Or, oh, it's you.
so I think we bet big here
Why?
I think so too.
because it's a polar board. It's double Broadway. There's no flush draw. But I believe like we saw ace 10 X earlier was like super polar. I think this is gonna be very similar to it.
They're straights from the 7 to the king, so there's a lot going on here. I think you definitely can bet big.
Again, we'll get to see how different is king high from ace high here.
I will bet small probably.
I think it's gonna be quite different.
I think it's 50-50.
A big. Even 125 here.
Not that different.
How evenly it's split.
And I really like how Ken put it. A lot of straight between the 7 and the king. Interesting.
Basically, his whole flatting range is in there.
Yeah,
You just wanna start
Yep.
pounding it for value.
Like
That's
he
right.
either has a pair or a gut shot at minimum here.
Yeah, but so do we.
even like his wheelie aces have backdoor equity. It's almost like he has no folds.
Which is why, like, betting small would do literally nothing, so. We bet
Alright,
big.
Martin, if you're here, if you're available, this is on you. Bet small, pair board, right? Pair board mostly bet small, let's see that.
Wrong, right? Oh,
Generally
check.
you bet small on paired boards. But it's an ace high board, which is different sometimes, but not here. Yeah, it's fine.
Boom, we got it.
And if it's rainbow, it's still small.
It would still be, it's probably more small if it's rainbow. No?
I don't think there's a difference. It's just a pair board.
Slightly bit
Uh,
more small.
slightly bit more small. But yeah, it is just a pair board.
The logic was that we have not a aces. Bet races.
I
Okay,
think they're,
next
okay.
Galen,
Oh, it's on
Jack
me.
ten tree, ooh. Think you know this.
Yeah, you normally do some sizing up on this. And I mean, okay, so we're following kind of the same logic that we were just talking about. There's like, his entire flatting range has some interaction here almost. But it's two-tone. Yeah, this is tough. I think I wanna do some 55 here.
Okay,
So I
The
would
threes-
say larger generally.
Three's a brick though.
He has threes. He has pocket threes in range, no?
Yeah, but I mean, as far as connecting to the flop.
It's almost this, that's almost a split. It's leaning small though. It's whatever.
If we go big like 83, we fold out too much too fast, or why does it not go big that often?
Threes to
just don't-
six, you're gonna have the big bets.
You think so, Ken? It might
think
still be
so.
small. Because 7-8 here is still a straight draw.
Yeah, the draws still, I think the fact that there's more draws coming in. Oh, 7, okay, I see what you're saying regardless. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
good
know
point.
actually how much it would change it.
good point. 7, I guess could, yeah.
Well then, yeah, 7
Yeah.
I think, because
Two
then you have all
connected.
the 8x, 9x block that makes a one card gutter now, like.
Hey, I got a quick question.
King
Just,
9 would be double gutter on a 7.
how does the strategy change in the big blind here? Just out of curiosity. Is it too many clicks to see that?
When
Range
we're
bet.
facing the
Yes.
big blind?
Too many.
We're
clicks.
almost never gonna have
This-
50% checking range against big blind, like.
So,
This is
So-
range bet small, Galen. Range bet small, I promise.
I just wanted to see
We can look.
across the board.
Take a look.
If it's too many clicks, you don't have to worry about it.
No, we just need to start here. Here,
Let him fold.
call. Jack ten three, Jack
Jack 10, 3, two-tone.
10 3.
10, 3. Range bet small.
Yeah, mainly
With
small.
some spicy.
There is some of the upper end wanting to wake up there, but yeah, I mean, it's just small really.
The Jeremy spice. Jeremy's a fan of these, mixing in these like pocket kings, pot bet, and king four suited pot bet, whatever,
Okay,
whatever.
can I
that
ask a question?
Nope,
is.
So imagine we are on a final table or something with big ICM, and we opening stupid ranges under the gun. And could we say like this guy in a small blind is like under the gun 2 range, and we're all playing like this? Oh no, we are in position here.
Arturas,
There's no equivalent. That's what
need-
makes the
because
blind
I
play
thought
so
like
hard.
this-
There's no
this-
equivalent.
you need to
This
stop
very-
to try to extrapolate a heuristic that is very concise and try to apply to it. Totally different scenario. Okay, you need
No,
to
no.
stop that ASAP.
What was
Like,
his
You wanna talk
question?
about final
I'll
table,
write it down,
It's
don't worry.
completely
EP
different.
versus
He's trying to
CP?
find like a mental model of how to
Yeah,
think
it
about
doesn't work
these.
like that at all. You
Yeah,
won't
it's-
find a chippy V
it's
link
unique.
here between what you need to do on EP versus CP final table and this chippy V button
Yeah.
versus small blind. Okay, you're way off.
So one thing I've been, one thing an old coach of mine said was like, if you have an ICM adjusted range, so let's say you're playing button versus small blind. Instead of like playing as the button, If it's a highly ICM adjusted spot, maybe you are implementing a cutoff range or like a hijack range or
Yeah.
something.
That was a good one, right?
Right, so
Factors
like you
in-
just,
What was the name of that guy?
that came from, Fly Like a G6 was the one who uses
Was
that.
it? Was it him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I noticed stack
It's been with him
distribution
for a while.
affects our bet sizes too. I'm starting to notice that.
Okay, whose turn is it? We said
Man.
Galen, did you get it?
no,
You
I
didn't get it.
said, it was like a split. I was almost gonna argue, but.
Oh,
it's
okay,
fine.
okay, well, play again then. Fair boy.
Mutiny.
Well, I get a freebie now, small.
Alright, let's see. Should be, right?
What are you,
Should
Santa
be.
Claus
Fifth,
today,
fifth or
Louis?
third, fifth or third, fifth or third.
Should be.
It's
Uh,
tricky. It's third. It's like you bet fifth here all day against big blind, but here it's more third.
In game, I'm probably betting one big blind.
You're missing some value here against his king X block. Or something. Oh, it's me?
Yes.
Third again.
Pair board. Bet small. Gonna give you a point already. Bet small.
Bet small.
There is some halving.
Louis, you're feeling very generous today.
Okay, Ken.
Wait, can you look back at that range really quick? How much checking? Still so much checking. And the most halving is what? Like all my like air. 9 high, 8 high, 7 high.
Third.
Ken says small, one high, too low. Boom, one high, too low. Arturas. No cheating, Arturas.
No,
I think so.
we just saw a king six deuce.
High, low,
Literally
small.
previous board, but I didn't see.
Alright, so we figured out the sizings pretty quickly. Very nice.
But we haven't looked that much at what parts of range we're betting.
Mhm. Andy,
Hmm.
We should look at that for this one.
I think small.
I think.
I'm not
No?
not sure about that one, but
Why do you say small?
I'm just unsure about that one. I was trying to think of the heuristic, but
It's like two Broadway.
yeah, okay. So it's for my range bet basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
no, you can't really range bet against a small blind. That's why you
Okay.
gotta size up.
Yeah.
Oh no, we
Ace
check
wheel.
fold.
Jack. 5. Every jack. And suited queen, suited jack. Huh.
Hmm.
With the wheel. So it's like every double backdoor straight draw with a backdoor flush draw. And then the ace high ones are double backdoor straight draw with an overcard.
Who's up? This could be fun. Oh,
My turn.
is that OP?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Easy
Oh, our
one.
first low
okay,
board.
so I'm gonna go with big bet. Just
Oh.
because this texture really doesn't connect with this range at all.
Define big bet, 55 or 83.
Anything
Or not.
above 55, I think this one here, we wanna really like size up. I don't think we go above 55. Cause there could be locked up equity, right? We could have pocket deuce, pocket four. But,
Pocket five, ace
Ace three.
three.
yeah, so so we're not really gonna size up, right? We're gonna bet kind of. Yeah, actually, Not so sure. I still think it's a big bet because he doesn't have like,
Okay, Louis, what
Yeah, don't
size on
change
this?
your mind.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, look it up and I'll ask you a question.
So it doesn't matter what he has, like when you bet, he has to, the solver is gonna be the NDF, right? So he's got a call with a lot of like just random crap here too, when we bet big still.
Overs with backdoor flush draw, king,
You
queen
know,
of
like,
hearts.
it's rough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're
Oh, he
right. I
doesn't
think it's
have
still
that
gonna be
one.
like 55, but yeah, 'cause they're gonna defend
I like
properly
55.
regardless.
I like it if we.
You like 83. I think 83 is good too, but not with the set. I think it's like too greedy.
I thought 83 because
But it's pretty close.
sixes to nines want to go bigger.
mostly small.
Ace
Yeah,
five,
those
king
are the
five
ones
want to go
going big.
bigger.
Oh, it's 24, 26, 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 1%. You're within like a 1.5% ratio here, honestly.
Do another.
Yeah, you gave me that same spot, so you can take it too.
So 9 high board with the
So
flush,
wait,
this is kind of high, low, low. I think ace pocket 10 wanna blast, all of our nines wants to blast. I don't think he connects really well with this texture. I think this is a bit big.
10-6-3 was bet small, right? 10-6 deuce.
This is a bet small.
yeah. Also, I wanna see the other board though, when you're done with this.
This one?
Yeah, so when we do bet 55, let's see, what are we supposed to be defending in the small blinds? I know I'm gonna be overfolding here,
It's like every
for sure.
ace high. Every ace high? Maybe not every ace high. Every ace high.
So queen jack suited doesn't even, it has clubs too, right? Like. That's kind of wild. You don't get to fold your ace highs.
It has
Yeah,
That's
direct
all.
10 of
equity to his
hearts.
straight.
Like king jack suit, I guess that's all the suits, right? Clubs, king queen suit.
Oh,
has
even clubs,
suits.
yeah.
King
Every
six and
straight draw,
king nine are just the back doors.
7-8 every suit.
Can't fold your gutters,
Gutter,
raise gutters,
yeah.
son.
Yeah, I would raise 6-5 here all day.
Interesting.
But I probably fold ace highs. Like I'm miserable with ace high here. I'm not calling just to hit an ace, especially when it's a shitty ace, because then like I'm just gonna get cord when an ace comes. He's gonna have all the better aces. Like
He has bluffs. You hit a 3 for
Yeah.
a straight too. I mean, then you
Miserable.
chop a lot. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if, yeah.
I'm just miserable in that spot.
Alright, Martin.
Yeah.
this
I
is
don't
gonna
call
be for
enough
you.
ace high.
What do you think about this one, Martin? What kind of size do you think we use the most? Small. Alright, let's see.
He's gonna lose a point.
I think so as well. It's too high, too connected. This is a big board,
Blast.
big bet board, yeah. A bit scammy. Yeah, a bit scammy, but the low card is too connected with the high card.
And the draws aren't gappy either.
There's
Was
no
it-
such thing as middle. There's no middle bet. There's no middle card. And 8 and 9 are low cards. If they're not high, they're low. What is this? These aren't low cards, man.
These are low cards.
This is high, low, low.
Can you keep the sabotage attempt for a little bit later, please? Still
That's
early.
not a knife. This is a knife.
Cracky.
Galen?
Can we do monoboards?
No.
High, low, low. And we're blocking like everything. So I
That's
mean,
not a knife.
I think in general, we're gonna go smaller here would be like my knee jerk reaction. What's your heuristic say about this? One high, low, low, bet
Yeah,
small? Okay,
that's small,
good.
high, low, low.
I would bet small here.
Yes, we saw it.
My
I'd stay with
thoughts,
the top set. Remember that.
especially with.
I'm
top
not here
set.
though. That's the most top sets bet so far.
Okay, so this heuristic Seems to be working great.
That's not a knife, it's a spoon. I'll say you've played knife is spoony before.
Danny? Or
King 7-3. Now this is also high, lowish. Some gappy between 7 and 3, but like not much at all. He's not really calling that much of that. I think we go small, even though it's king high.
Definitely small.
Schmoll. King and ace high start driving sizings up a bit, though. I wouldn't be shocked to see some halving.
A little bit of laughing, but
Once we get king and ace high, we really start to find the halving and the 80ing.
Yeah.
Depending on the other stuff.
okay, next one.
And with threes, we're going mostly third. Click the button. Don't click the button.
Well.
Mostly third, yeah. Too good.
Oh,
So we know the 6 high flops, bet large the most out of all of them flops.
yeah,
So I'm not so sure this particular combo necessarily wants to go big, but it's probably still gonna go chunky. I guess 55.
okay. Sounds good.
Chunky.
Chunky.
Ah, you missed.
Oh, got me.
I got you, friend.
Oh, what is this? I was
Oh.
asking what was.
The two
Looks
is
like
too
a-
disconnected.
So it's gotta be a 3, I guess. Put a 3 on there, let's see.
No,
Oh, thank fuck I held.
So
Jesus.
why, what's going on here? Well, we saw the graph,
we did it.
6 high board. Clearly bet big the most.
Yeah. It has to be rainbow.
That's because the 6 high has the most pair boards.
So was it deuce, right?
Or not. I don't
Deuce?
know.
Say it's a five
I
of
don't
diamonds.
know.
I think it has to be a pair board.
It has to be rainbow. Look at
Has
that.
to be rainbow.
Oh,
Oh, look at
okay.
it, rainbow really goes bad.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, so let's write that down.
I knew rainbow normally would be larger than flush draw. It's those weird ace king exceptions.
So three low rainbow board. We splash. But three low rainbow. Three. Plus flush draw is bet small. Very interesting, right? Nice little heuristic. Did you, oh, you got scammed. You got scammed, but we got a heuristic. Big win. Arturas. Arturas, no,
No.
this,
Oh, two Broadway big,
two Broadway big.
55.
Should be that easy, right?
What if it's 9-3 deuce? I forgot.
Well, wait,
Can we see 9-3 deuce or something?
9-3 deuce. It's-
Whatever, it doesn't matter, like middling, low.
mostly small.
Splits between 55 and 30, but yeah.
Okay. Indeed. Ace, king, three.
Ace high boards. Let's say checking on the heuristics. Two pair. I go back, yeah.
See this one, Andy, right? Very big.
Yeah,
Ace,
yeah.
king with the flush draw.
Yeah, okay.
Not sure, alright, but this is what we got written here.
Yeah,
So what do you say?
yeah, go big. 55, 85, 83.
Purple, no?
Very big,
Some frequency.
very big.
Some purple.
125, oh yeah.
Jack free, king free. Where is heuristic about these bottom pairs? I just don't get one. And ace free, pure check. Like,
75% checks. On ace king.
Yeah,
King
Okay.
three unblocks his continues.
who is opening jack free on a button?
Me.
Yeah, me too.
Very cool.
Yeah, you gotta open
Me.
wide from the button it prints, man. It's people don't defend well.
You're not opening jack three? You nit?
so that's a big net.
I'm doing
He
worse
is a
than that,
big nit.
Arcturus.
We watched him yesterday, knitted up, heads up.
I know,
I
passive.
don't
could've-
think it was like very, very nitty.
He
Could've
loves
won.
check, he
Just
loves
giving
You
you
could've
check.
won, Arcturus. You could've won, Arcturus.
Maybe.
We
Oh,
should have a recorded. Everyone is saying that.
I quads the guy with the ace jack. Got him.
just quit.
Whose turn is it?
Okay, mine. Ace queen nine, two Broadway. Nine is very connected. We can size up. This is gonna be a big bet.
You can overbet if you want to.
Majority overbet, no?
No, 80. Oh, yeah, 80. 80.
But like,
I don't think it's ever majority overbet.
yeah, but in game it's better, I think.
Okay,
On
Ace
40,
king.
we go 80.
Mash.
alright, one for Martin. Jack nine deuce.
Said bet small.
Okay, so how would you break down the strategy? So. It's a bit big spot.
So it's
Why
because
do
of
you-
the rainbow. Like make it 2 tone, see if that drives it down. I got a feeling that's what's going on here again.
Nice. I wondered about this.
Yeah, okay, Gavin.
Again, it's a high, low, low situation. This is like gonna be a pretty solid bet small board, especially with our hand class. And to Danny's question. 33.
Danny. Finally, Danny.
Mono.
Finally, you're so happy, right?
Dude, no, I don't, we
Dude.
didn't look at this one. I don't know. We haven't learned this one.
We
I feel
check
like
a lot
Arcturus
on,
right now.
King Eye
We
Mono.
haven't looked at this one yet. I don't know the answer.
Very bad.
Well, walk through it logically. Who has more flushes?
Well, it's actually very easy because, we're playing when you bet, do you bet big or small? Therefore, I'm gonna say small.
Easy.
20% or 33. I think it's 20% of it.
Easy small bet on Moto.
I think 33 majority with a lot of checking.
20%.
Fact.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
It is 20.
You never really size up on monotone. We can kind of, it's always gonna be check or bet small, right?
What's fun about, so one of the things I think about when you keep it
There
20%.
was some halving.
So you'll find like if there's like another spade comes in on a turn, right? You're predominantly just gonna bet 20%
Small
again.
again.
and
Yeah.
You can have your bluffs. That's the way, at least I can find bluffs that way. I'm like, alright, I just keep bet 20% again. I'll do it with all my flushes and then I gotta find some bluffs, like.
But then you have to polarize river, yeah?
Well, yeah, a lot of your bluffs give up though, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Like I could bluff like ace five of clubs here on the turn if there's like, I don't know, two of spades, right? Like,
That one might bluff through too. All the way. Change config. Hmm. Should we study shorter stack, deeper stack, earlier
Earlier
position?
position,
Yeah,
hijack, hijack, low jack open versus small blind.
Okay, now that we know. Now that we got it locked out, let's undo everything we learned. And commit lead, walk times.
Well, the thing is, the heuristics are the same. They're just fluctuating with the parts of the range that they have.
I'm getting horrendously cooler to every hand.
How does it feel, Danny?
so under the gun, I don't think checks as much on ace high boards as button does.
Feels like I'm clicking register a lot today. More than usual.
Mm. Facts.
Can we check small blind leads?
So as we see already, our strategy is extremely different.
Wait, let me guess. All the big bets just evaporate.
No. But there's a lot less polarization and a lot more betting.
Small bets, small bets.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got range bets now. You don't really, we didn't really have any range bets from the button.
So when I say big bets evaporate, isn't that exactly what you just said?
So button versus small blind. The strategy was very polar,
Yeah, if there's big bets,
but now,
there's not big bets.
None?
Well, there is.
No, there is some big bets. I'm
Gonna be
just
on the
Filter
trolling.
me
all
up,
the way,
filter
it
me
looks
on the
like.
83s. What do we got up there?
I have
Already?
BBBs.
What
Trips,
is this grid to the right? Is this oh, these are
low pair boards.
EV and equity. Okay.
okay, so now
Hmm.
under the gun versus small blind. We're more rangy. Right?
Can you filter the 83s? Yeah.
Wanna start
Triple
with,
high.
let's start with the big one. Okay, so the big one is not really a thing, although it's almost the same texture, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
High, low. Oh,
Ace,
wait,
queen,
low.
jack. Ace, queen, jack. Pure range bet, every size.
okay, so very big.
Small blind finding the king 10 3 bet versus king 10 off versus under the gun.
That's what is like king 10 suited, pure 3 bet, is that the thing
I
there?
wonder if it's king 10 off. I feel like king 10 suit wants to call.
No, I think king 10
F40.
off just folds.
It might.
It does fold, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm folding it.
Yeah, maybe they pure fold king 10 off, pure 3 bet king 10 suited.
Okay,
No, it will not do it.
we'll have to see.
We can look.
Full frequent. It's not strong enough to do it full
Or
frequent.
maybe it doesn't matter if they 3 bet king 10 suited, it just matters they fold king 10 off.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Danny. I like,
thinking like a
Pretty
math.
I'm pretty sure they do just fold, the king 10 off.
No, I don't have it. There's no chance. Especially versus the nets that aren't already opening enough when they're under the gun. They don't open shit.
20% is the completed equity or trips boards, right? Here, I'll take a peek here. Study, 40. Under the gun. Small blind. Fold king 10-0. Yeah, 3-bet king 10 suited 85% of the time.
Streets.
80% of the time.
See,
King ten
that's,
suited.
see,
Okay.
that's one of the challenges I have with like, just broadly applying heuristics. They like greatly depend on combos that are in and out of the range. So
Yeah,
like, if they're not three betting king ten suited and they're calling king ten offsuit, your large bet on this specific texture is no longer the same. It's gonna shift.
It's gonna probably drive the frequency down. Like, I still, personally, I know exactly what you're saying, because I mean, play mostly against people that aren't playing good solid GTO ranges. But I
Which
still
is a
like to
problem.
I think it's really good just to keep implementing heuristics and then adjust as you go down the road, like turn and river. Cause they're also
Fair.
making other mistakes, right? So they're over defending, then they're over, and because they over defend, they overfold flop. So now once you make a bet like that and they call, now you want to maybe start thinking about, all right, well, this guy, what's he doing? Like he's too wide, but yet he overfolds. So he's got something really good here. And then I just stop worrying about GTO per se and play more against the player
Sure.
as best I can, you know. But I don't really try to make any adjustments until after the flop, like.
So what are global frequencies for Androgen?
what frequency?
You just wanna know global frequencies.
Oh,
Well. Should we,
global.
should we try it off right away?
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think this
yeah.
is a board to do it on, though.
Bro, this is like small bet central.
What are you hovering purple?
Yeah. He's
Don't
got
hover
pocket
purple.
eights, he's got pocket sixes, he's got maybe some 5-4, he's definitely got 9-10. He's got flush draws. I would be shocked to see a
So we're
bunch of
betting
large
our
bet.
pairs from the bottom up, right? We're gonna bet nines, tens, jacks, right? And then start checking more. So yeah, I mean, we're not range betting here either, honestly, but we're not gonna bet. We're gonna have some large bets, but I think the most common size is gonna be. Is it gonna be
Checking,
big?
checking.
He might be right. It might be bet big or check.
No, bet smaller check.
I don't know that this
I
is a
don't
range
know.
bet board, dude. So I think I'm on a chunky size and check.
I
No,
think
it's
I'm on
small
a,
and infrequently.
I'm gonna handle this board like I would a mono board, I think. Like, I'm gonna be very cautious. I'm gonna be smaller check, kinda like Danny's saying, I think.
Cause like, we don't even have 8-7 full weight.
No, we don't.
By the way, is it someone's turn or are we're all chiming in?
It's technically Artura's turn, but
It's an interesting board already. Oh, we do have almost full weight.
Small and infrequent.
You were correct, Ken. Heuristically though, like, the nines and tens are driving a little bit larger. So it's trying to populate some of that large size.
Can you
Yeah,
win a
block-
and
flip?
checking the aces, the kings, a lot, right? A lot of checking.
Checking chicken.
So there's a lot of checking. I think, all right, if we check a lot, we're gonna probably have a lot, more bigger bets, but this is a different spot. It's like, some of these boards are unique and I don't understand why necessarily. That when we have a lot of checks, we also have a lot of small bets. That doesn't really.
Because
jump right into my
completed equity
senses.
drives the sizing down and also we're just screwed on this board. So it's like,
Okay.
you can't bet it that often, and even when you do bet it, you can't bet it that big.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have hands that have zero hope of winning this pot. At this point.
Could you show, let's say we see bet here small and what is small blind response?
Lots of checker raiser.
There's definitely locked up equity.
Check
Yes.
called some, check raise some.
I think for the video, we're gonna wrap it up here. So thanks a
Okay.
lot for watching, everybody. And
do you
see you
mean?
guys on the Discord.